Hey guys, John Adamson with formerly See No Evil and now While You Were Sleeping. So I changed the name of the channel. Why is that? It's because I was never entirely comfortable with See No Evil. And While You Were Sleeping probably is a better message that I'm trying to invoke. Uh, my main concern is for Christians, those that call themselves evangelicals, who are largely asleep in terms of what's going on culturally, politically, and not applying God's word to interpreting what's going on and guiding their actions. So anyway, thus the change. Tell me what you think about it. You think it's stupid? You think it's warranted? You think it's appropriate? Whatever you say is fine by me. The other thing I want to address is YouTube. So you might notice it's rather conspicuous that I have a video on my channel entitled Response to R Part 2, but there is no Part 1. Where did it go? Well, YouTube removed it. And they notified me that they removed it because of medical misinformation regarding COVID. Well, I'm going to recount what the video said. So if a YouTube person happens to watch this, a YouTube employee, their police watches this, I'm merely recounting what transpired. This is therefore true. Therefore, it's not fact checkable. So, what happened? I did a video in which I made the claim, rightly so. Let me back up again, YouTube. In my video, I made the claim with evidence that the COVID vaccines, Pfizer and Moderna, as reported by the very manufacturers themselves, with evidence, with documentation, that those vaccines had been tested upon fetal stem cell lines, aborted fetal stem cell lines, verified by multiple sources. So that was my contention in the other video that was denied. Then I talked about other things in the video. So YouTube pulled my video saying I had provided medical misinformation. I appealed. Now, they didn't say what the medical misinformation was, except that it was about COVID. So I reviewed in my video what I covered about the COVID vaccine. And I shared with you what I stated in there. And then I appealed and I told them that what I provided was accurate. I provided them with a link to an article by a recognized doctor who was talking about this very issue. I have tons of other documents that say the very same thing. But they denied my appeal. And they said, we reviewed your video carefully, and it violates our rules. In medical appeals, which is what I used to do, when Medicare denied a claim and it came to me and I had to write an appeal, Medicare's original denial was the only thing, like if I appealed successfully and showed that their denial was not founded, they couldn't come back at me with another reason for denying. That was it. They lost their chance, and I successfully appealed. That appeal is won. We're done. You don't change the rules mid-appeal. You also provide objectivity when you're denying a claim in Medicare. So Medicare would send us a denial, and they would say specifically upon what premise we are denying, including the specific rule and regulation. Do you know what YouTube doesn't do? They don't provide you the specific location, concern, objective, issue, and specific rule. which makes appealing very difficult. So the original contention was what I shared about the COVID vaccine was medical misinformation. The responses I got were non-specific, non-objective, therefore not verifiable. But based on what they did share with me, that it was on the COVID vaccine, I showed them from my video that they were inaccurate in their assessment, that I had the objectivity behind me. So it is clear that with their next statement, which was that we've carefully reviewed and you've lost your appeal, and they don't give you another right to appeal. There's no second level appeal. What they clearly are doing is denying me for another reason without stating it. And here's what else I covered in that video. I covered the issue of abortion. And I made the logical, clear argument as to why a pro-life position must be pro-life, even in the cases of rape and incest. Yes, YouTube, I know that's what you really wanted to deny. But that's an opinion by me. I base it upon logic, but it's an opinion. And therefore, you can't ask me for objective proof on that. I make a good case for it, but you were looking for a reason to deny me my video being on YouTube. Be specific. Be objective. Be verifiable. If you're going to make a case, have the guts to actually state what the actual reason for denial of a video is. And have the guts to have an actual person reach out to these YouTube violators so that we can put a face to a name and actually have a conversation with them. Because otherwise, YouTube, what you have just done is you've declared yourself a publisher and not a platform. I'm a little miffed. And I believe rightly so. Because in the face of truth, YouTube is a denier. To my audience, hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless.